Okay, we on episode 9 of The Promised Neverland, and it's getting better and better for every passing episode. It's getting better. I mean, the opening stays the same. We get that. The only thing is, I wish they would have changed it a little bit. Now that Sister Crone's dead, I thought they were going to change the opening now that she's gone. And last week, we found out Norman was going to be the next shipment out of here. Now, some people are sad. Some people are sad that Norman is leaving. I'm not going to say much. But for those who for those who upset about Norman leaving, I feel bad. I feel sad for you Norman fans. I mean, they had a Emma and Norman shipping moment where they hold hands and say, you'll survive and will not die," that kind of thing. That was the way how their eyes looked at each other so differently and blush, not blushing, more like a smile, cheering up Norman. It was really great. Now, episode 9, like I said, was really great. Isabella is always one step ahead of the kids. They may be smart, but Isabella's not. She's always one step ahead of everybody, which makes her a great female character of this year. Now, I know that some people find her hated, but I don't. Come on, think about it. If you had to choose between mine from Rising the Shield Hero or Isabella, who would you hate the most? You hate mine. Okay? You see what I'm saying? I can't hate Isabella and what she's doing. She's playing a good role being the mom of the plantation. I can't hate her on that. I can't. Being nice, breaking Emma's leg and then, carrying her to the hospital room. It was really nice. She's playing the game psychological. And I like that. I like that in mom. Now, since Norman's leaving, everybody is down on their luck. Had no way to escape. In this prison plantation, trying to get Norman to leave without being noticed. Trying to get the kids leaving. It's very hard these days for them to escape. Ray, props for Ray. Kudos, where is kudos given? Ray being the so-called strategist, the leader. I'll call him the leader. I think he's the leader of the group. Yeah, he is. Seeing how he made all these devices, and it took him 6 years to do it. Being on mom's side, in years and years, getting all these stuff was to make a device that will allow Norman to escape. And while Isabel looking at her pocket watch, she can't find Norman. So to me, that's kind of a great plan. And it took 6 years to do it. It took 6 years, and he was open. He was finally open to the truth about everything that went down from the beginning. Not where Connie happened. I mean from the beginning. All the way. And I'm going to point like that because he knew everything. He got his memory when he was a baby. Like, okay, you can't forget, like for those who remember their first step, how old you guys were your first step, or how old your first word. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, Ray knows. Emma, Norman, and the rest of them, they don't know them. They have amnesia. Unfortunately for Ray, he knows everything from the start. So, now the escape plan. Norman was this close to escape. Gilda made a new rope that will allow Norman to leave. Everything was set in stone. Everything was great. When he swung up top of that, when he used the rope and climbed all the way to that wall, that Attack on Titan wall, everything was good until that one mistake. That one mistake. He decided to come back because what he saw up there, he realized there is no escape. Now here's the thing. You gotta know, it's not just that plantation. There's other plantations. Meaning, every plantation got a mom. Every plantation got kids. Every plantation got demons head demons in that area. You get the idea. But still, what Norman saw up there made it a cliffhanger for this episode. Even though he climbed up on top, even though he saw a cliff, he realized this is a cliffhanger. I can't do anything. I'm gonna go back. So he walked back, He walked back because, to be honest, Ray and Emma wanted Norman to escape. Everybody was happy, like he's gone because there's no tracking device. Okay, we got him. Mom, Isabella's face was like, "Where's Norman?" Trying to find it, and then Norman's face expression says it all. There is no escape. His face says it all. When he came back, he had that fake smile. I don't know why. I don't know what's the deal with this Promised Neverland, but everybody's having these fake smiles, which is psychological fair. I mean, you could do that. You could use that in the real world, just pretend you're fake smiling. But I like how Norman's expressions throughout this episode, stating that that fake smile symbolizes there is no escape at all. So he pretended to be nice to Mom and say there's no nice to Mom, say I'm here. Now here's the thing. I don't blame him. Okay? Some of y'all blame Norman like he should have escaped. Me personally, I don't blame Norman. Because he realized when he got up there and saw there's no way, when he saw a cliff, when he saw the cliff, all that stuff, when he noticed what was out there, he realized there is no escape. And I don't blame him. I mean, what would you do if you saw that? If you climb up the top and you saw what you saw, I mean, what would you do? What would you have done? You think you could take the leap of faith and jump across? Or would you just take a chance and just go down and tell Mom and say, I'm here, Mom? And then tell Emma and Ray that you saw a cliff, you know what I mean? There's so many possibilities. But me personally, I do agree what Norman did. He realized there's no escape, and I applaud him for that. So I can't argue with it. I can't blame him. I know some of y'all hated that, but that's true. But the way how this episode progresses right now, this is about to end this arc forever. This is about to